DMart is India's largest multi-format grocery retailer. Since it's a public limited company, it has to periodically report audited numbers relevant to company's performance. In this video, we're going to take a close look at those numbers with a goal to understand whether it's the right opportunity and time for new entrants to enter in this segment. Hello everyone, my name is Saurabh Mishra and I'm the CEO of Yorsys Private Limited. My company is into custom website and mobile app development. Through my YouTube channel, I wish to provide right IT information to budding entrepreneurs and small businesses so that they can make informed tech decisions. Couple of pointers before we get started with the video. Number one, this is not a stock trading advice or tip. Point number two, before starting your business, please consider realistic aspects relevant to you. With that said, let's go to the laptop screen to analyze the numbers. So let's start with analysis of Q3 results, which covers the performance of company between the months October to December. So I'm going to share a number of relevant stats with you. The first is revenue from operations, EBITDA margin, profit before tax, net profit, and net profit percentage. Now let me explain those numbers. Revenue from operations simply means the amount of sales done by DMart. So that was 9,218 crores, and the other key number for us is net profit, that is 552.6 crores. It simply means that this is the net profit that DMart made after paying the salaries, rents, interest if on the any loan they have taken, and also by paying the taxes to the government authorities. So that is 552.6 crore. So in a nutshell, DMart made 6% as net profit, which means if they sold 100 rupees product, they made 6 rupees as the net profit. Okay. Now that was Q3 results. Now let's take a look at 9-month result. So 9-month results simply gives numbers from April of a financial year to the December of the same financial year. So the revenue from operations was 22,190 crores, EBITDA margin, profit before tax, net profit, and net profit percent. Okay, now I'll start interpretation. So revenue from operations for the 9 months of financial year 2021-22 was 22,190 crores, and the other relevant number is 1,065.7 crores. That is the net profit that they have made, again by paying all the salaries, rents, interest, and also paying the taxes. This is what DMart made. So if you take a look, the net profit percent is 4.8%. So if you see for 9 months, they made profit percentage was 4.8%, and for the recent quarter it was 6%. So there was a good jump in the average profit percent that the company makes. So now what we'll do is we're gonna take those numbers and especially the 9 month, because they are on the lower side compared to Q3. So I'm going to take the lower version of it and create a projection of how much revenue DMart is going to generate for the entire current financial year. And then we're going to analyze this number by taking into consideration your own grocery delivery business. So the total number of stores of DMart are 263. It's a fact. So the revenue from operations is going to be 29,586 crore. I'm very sure DMart is going to do more sales than this, but again, for since we are averaging it out, we are taking that number. So if we divide this revenue from operations by the number of stores, that is 263, we get a number that is 112.5. What does that mean? That means that one DMart store does 112.5 crore of business in an entire year. Okay. Now that number is going to be important because we're going to take that number and see if it makes sense for you to start your grocery delivery business. Okay. So let's assume a scenario that you are starting your grocery business, and what is the turnover that you can aim to achieve, and what is the percent profit that you can expect to earn. So for simplicity, we're going to consider that you will do just 2% of DMart's per store business. Now you have to consider that DMart has multiple stores in one city as well, but we are ignoring that fact. And we are just saying that, hey, DMart has just one store in one city, and we are saying that if you just do 2% of what DMart's average store does a business in a year, so that number of sales, that sales number is 2.25 crores. Okay. Again, please a caution here, this is all analysis video. This so you can do more detailed analysis by plugging in your numbers here, 3%, 4% or 1%, as per your knowledge of your geography. So the net profit percent, as you have seen that for DMart for 9 months for 4.8 and for the last quarter was 6%, I have considered 5% as the net profit percentage. So if you do 2% of DMart's turnover, 2.25 crores, you can expect to make 11.25 lakh rupees as the profit. This is what we have done by taking into consideration DMart's number. Now the big question over here is, so how we can achieve that? Now you have to actually build an app, market your products and so on, but you have to analyze who is going to be your target audience, how far you have to reach to generate that kind of a revenue. So again, we're going to do some statistical analysis. So let's take a number here, the grocery consumption in India. Now a study shows that the average grocery consumption per person per month ranges between 1500 to 4000 depending where the person stays and what his needs are. So let's consider the lower value of it, that is 1500 for our calculation. So we're gonna divide, we're gonna multiply 1500 by 12 to understand how much an average person spends on grocery in a year. So we got that number as 18,000. So now let's divide our target revenue, the one which we have considered a fictional scenario of 2% of DMart's revenue, that was 2.25 crore, by 18,000, that is the average yearly spend of a person. The answer is 1250. Now what does that mean? It means that if you target 1250 people and if you take in all the orders related to grocery, you can expect to generate a business of 2.25 crores and a profit of 11.25 lakhs. So that's the basic idea or the thing that we have derived from this slide. Now we're going to take another stats into consideration, the family size in India. So average household size of India is 4.8%. This is as per government studies and also available on Wikipedia and many other websites. So let's divide 1250, the number which we got in the last screen, by 4.8 and we get the answer as 260. Now what does that mean? That if you target 260 families, they will have 1250 persons, and if they do 18,000 of grocery spends in a year, you can achieve your target of 2.25 crores. So the final result as shown here is at 2.25 crore. If you aim that as your targeted revenue, estimated profit is 11.25 lakh. Now a key idea over here is to make that kind of a revenue or profit, you don't have to target the entire city. Okay, you can just achieve that by targeting few complexes. Okay, because every complex can have number of flats or number of families ranging from, let's say, 50 to as high as even 200 depending on the size of the complex. If it's a township, it can be even higher than this, significantly higher than this. So try to create a monopoly in a small geography. Don't bother to target your entire city. You can do innovative marketing campaigns to attract customers of the said geography and try to achieve that revenue. I am very confident that you can do revenue more than that, and in fact you can make the net profit margin is going to be significantly higher than that, because you can refer to number of studies which have shown that kirana stores and other local supermarkets have higher profit margin. Okay, so that number can increase. Also you can increase your revenue, and also if not revenue, then definitely your profit margin by selling other products through your grocery delivery platform. And this can be vegetables, healthcare products, mithais, cakes, flowers, and bunch of other things. There is no limit to it. So if you see the categories which I have mentioned over here, they have higher margin. Okay, higher profit margin as compared to the grocery items. Even grocery, for your knowledge, for FMCG products, the net margin is between 7% and as high as 30% as well. And the categories which I have mentioned have profit margin ranging between 30% to as high as 60% as well. So you can define the category of products, you can define the target audience, and you can really do a decent business out here. Market is far from monopolized. Okay, there is a number of there is a good opportunity for number of new entrants also to enter in this segment. That's why we are seeing a gold rush, that a number of startups, right from Ola, your Swiggy, which are into different categories, are jumping into the grocery delivery business, primarily because they understand that the margins are significantly higher and they can easily make a good profit or a good revenue by targeting a small geographies. Okay, so this was my analysis of this particular DMart's Q3 results. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you are charged by looking at those numbers and already planning to start your grocery delivery business, I recommend you to get in touch with my company. My company specializes in grocery app development. You can visit my website www.eosys.com for more details, or send us a business inquiry on sales@eosys.com with your details so that we can give you a call back. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You can show some love to it by clicking the like button and the subscribe button below. I plan to release number of interesting videos like this in future. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.